Ever wondered why some people just can't seem to handle INFJs? Today we're talking about the 7 types who are often turned off by their unique traits. But first, let's take a moment to understand what it means to be an INFJ. INFJs, or introverted intuitive feeling judging types, are one of the 16 personality types according to the Myers-Briggs type indicator. They are known for their empathy, intuition, and deep introspective abilities. Often referred to as the advocate or the counselor, INFJs are passionate about making the world a better place, one person at a time. They are characterized by their unique blend of idealism and determination, a combination that allows them to turn their dreams into reality. These individuals are often quiet and reserved, preferring to express themselves in writing rather than speech. They value deep, meaningful relationships and have a knack for understanding and supporting others. However, their strong intuition and emotional sensitivity can sometimes lead to feelings of isolation, as they may feel misunderstood or out of sync with the rest of the world. Now you might be thinking, these traits sound like superpowers, who wouldn't want to be around an INFJ? Well, believe it or not, there are certain personality types that can find these traits challenging to handle, and understanding these dynamics can help INFJs navigate their relationships more effectively. If you want to gain a deeper understanding of yourself or the INFJs in your life, consider subscribing to our channel. We offer a wealth of insightful content on personality types, helping you to navigate the world with ease and confidence. So, who are these 7 personality types that can't seem to handle INFJs? And what is it about the INFJ personality that they find so challenging? Stay tuned as we dive into the types of personalities that often struggle to understand INFJs. We'll explore each type in detail, shedding light on the unique dynamics at play. So, sit back, relax, and let's take this journey of self-discovery together. First on our list are the overly pragmatic individuals. These are the people who believe in the practical, the tangible, and the real, often sidelining the abstract or idealistic. They are grounded in reality and usually have clear, set goals that they strive to achieve through practical means. Now, INFJs, on the other hand, are known for their deep sense of idealism. They see the world not just for what it is, but for what it could be. They dream of a better, more harmonious world and are often driven by a strong sense of purpose. Their decisions are usually influenced by their values, their ideals, and their vision for the future. However, this idealistic nature of INFJs can clash with the pragmatic individuals who prioritize practicality over ideology. These individuals might see INFJs as dreamers, as people who are out of touch with reality. They might not understand the INFJ's deep-seated need to make the world a better place. They might question the INFJ's decisions, wondering why they would choose to follow their heart over their head. This difference in perspective can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. The pragmatic individual might see the INFJ as impractical or unrealistic, while the INFJ might see the pragmatic individual as too rigid or too confined by their practicality. This can make it difficult for both sides to understand each other, to connect on a deeper level. But let's remember both pragmatism and idealism have their own strengths. Pragmatism can help us stay grounded and make sound decisions, while idealism can inspire us to strive for a better world. It's all about finding a balance, about recognizing and respecting each other's viewpoints. So if you're an INFJ, you might find it challenging to connect with these pragmatic individuals. But don't let that discourage you. Your idealism is a strength, a beacon of hope in a world that often needs it. Continue to dream, continue to imagine a better world, and who knows, you might just inspire these pragmatic individuals to do the same. Next up, we have the highly competitive individuals. Picture a racehorse, eyes locked on the finish line, muscles straining, every fiber of its being focused on one thing: winning. That's the highly competitive individual for you. They thrive on competition, on outdoing others, on being the best. The world is their racetrack, and they're always gunning for that gold medal. Now let's consider the INFJ personality type. INFJs, with their preference for cooperation over competition, may seem like the antithesis to these competitive individuals. INFJs are more like the coach, standing by the sidelines, cheering on every runner, and finding joy in the collective success rather than individual glory. One of the defining traits of an INFJ is their inherent desire to foster harmony and cooperation. They're all about nurturing relationships, building bridges, and creating an environment where everyone feels valued and heard. They're the ones who'd rather share the spotlight than steal it, On the other hand, highly competitive individuals are driven by the thrill of the chase, the adrenaline rush that comes with outpacing others. They are the ones who enjoy the spotlight, who revel in being number one, and who see life as a series of challenges to be conquered. Now, this isn't to say that competitiveness is a bad trait. On the contrary, it can be a powerful motivator, a catalyst for growth and improvement. But when it comes to meshing with the INFJ's cooperative and empathetic nature, there might be a clash. Why, you ask? Well, because while the competitive individual is busy trying to outdo everyone else, the INFJ is more interested in ensuring everyone is doing okay. While the competitor views success as a zero-sum game, the INFJ sees it as a collective endeavor. This fundamental difference in outlook can lead to misunderstandings and friction. The competitive individual might see the INFJ's cooperative approach as passive or non-ambitious, while the INFJ might find the competitive individual's constant need to compete a bit overwhelming and off-putting. So, for the competitive souls out there, the INFJ's collaborative approach might be a tough pill to swallow. But remember, it's these differences that make our world a beautifully diverse tapestry of personalities. Moving on, we have authoritarian personalities. Picture a type of personality that values obedience to rules and authority above all else. Now consider the INFJ personality, often independent thinkers who crave personal freedom. You can see why these two might not always see eye to eye. The INFJ's ability to think outside the box and their desire to explore different perspectives can be seen as a challenge to the authoritarian's rigid worldview. This clash isn't about right or wrong, but rather a difference in how they navigate the world. Authoritarians tend to prefer order and predictability, while INFJs are often driven by curiosity and a desire for personal growth. This can lead to misunderstandings, as the authoritarian may view the INFJ's independent thinking as defiance or disrespect. In the end, authoritarians might find the INFJ's free spirit hard to comprehend. Now let's talk about closed-minded individuals. Picture this: a bird soaring high, relishing the boundless sky, exploring new horizons with every flap of its wings. This is how an INFJ's mind operates, open and free, ready to embrace different perspectives and ideas. They are like a sponge, eager to absorb the world around them, to understand and empathize with people from all walks of life. But what happens when this bird comes across a cage that is not open to the sky, that does not welcome the winds of change or new thoughts? That cage, my friends, represents closed-minded individuals. Closed-minded individuals, as the name suggests, are those who resist stepping out of their comfort zones. They prefer the familiar, the tried and tested, the old and the known. They have built a fortress around their beliefs, shutting out anything that doesn't align with their preconceived notions. INFJs, with their natural curiosity and openness, can be quite a puzzle for these individuals. They may view the INFJ's thirst for understanding and acceptance as a threat, a challenge to their closely guarded beliefs. The INFJ's ability to question, to probe, to dig deeper into matters can be unsettling for those who are not comfortable with such inquiries. For a closed-minded person, an INFJ's open-mindedness can seem like an alien concept, a bewildering maze that they are not ready to navigate. They may feel overwhelmed by the INFJ's willingness to explore different viewpoints, to understand the world in all its complexity. For the INFJ, this lack of openness can be equally frustrating. They may feel stifled, confined by the closed-minded person's resistance to new ideas and perspectives. They may struggle to connect on a deeper level, to share their insights and understandings with someone who is not ready to receive them. In this clash of open and closed, the INFJ's world might seem too vast, too daunting for the closed-minded to grasp. They may prefer to stay in their fortress, to keep their beliefs unchallenged and their world unchanged. And so the bird soars on, leaving the cage behind in search of skies that welcome its flight. For the closed-minded, the open world of an INFJ might be too vast to grasp. Next, we have individuals with poor emotional intelligence. Picture this: you're in a sea of emotions, navigating the waves with grace and sensitivity. This is how an INFJ experiences the world. They are deeply in tune with their emotions and the feelings of others, often picking up on subtle emotional cues that others may overlook. This emotional depth and sensitivity is a key part of the INFJ's unique charm. However, for those with poor emotional intelligence, this can be a daunting prospect. Emotional intelligence refers to our ability to understand, use, and manage our own emotions in positive ways, and to empathize with others. It's about recognizing emotions, both in ourselves and others, and making informed decisions based on that understanding. Imagine trying to read a book in a language you don't understand. It's frustrating, right? That's how individuals with poor emotional intelligence can feel when interacting with INFJs. The emotional depth and sensitivity that INFJs naturally display can be overwhelming for these individuals. They might feel lost, confused, or even threatened by the intense emotional landscape that an INFJ navigates with ease. Furthermore, INFJs are known for their empathetic nature. They're often the ones reaching out, offering a shoulder to cry on, or lending an understanding ear. But for those with low emotional intelligence, this kind of emotional availability can feel like too much. They may misunderstand the INFJ's intentions, seeing their empathy as intrusive or overbearing. The depth of an INFJ's emotions can be like a deep, vast ocean, beautiful to behold but intimidating to those who are afraid to dive in. Those with poor emotional intelligence may prefer to stay in the shallow end, where the waters are more manageable. In essence, the emotional richness of an INFJ can be too intense for those lacking emotional acuity. It's like trying to appreciate a symphony when you've only ever heard simple melodies. It's not that one is better than the other, they're just different, and that's okay. Remember, understanding these differences can lead to richer, more fulfilling interactions with all types of people. Moving on, we have highly extroverted individuals. These are the people who are always in the thick of things, thriving on social interactions and the energy of the crowd. They are the life of the party, the ones who fill the room with their vibrant personalities. Now imagine such a person trying to connect with an INFJ, a personality type that is often described as reserved, reflective, and introspective. INFJs, or introverted intuitive feeling judging types, are deep thinkers who cherish their solitude. They need their alone time to recharge, to introspect, and to make sense of the world around them. They enjoy meaningful one-on-one conversations, but large social gatherings, not so much. They can find them draining and at times superficial. This can be quite baffling for highly extroverted individuals who gain energy from socializing and who tend to equate being alone with being lonely. They might find the INFJ's need for solitude puzzling, even off-putting. They might mistake an INFJ's quiet demeanor for aloofness or disinterest. And when an INFJ retreats into their shell to recharge, a highly extroverted person might feel rejected or ignored. But it's not about them. It's about how INFJs are wired. They are not being standoffish. They are simply honoring their need for quiet time to reflect and rejuvenate. They are not rejecting social interactions, but rather seeking deeper, more meaningful connections. So what can we learn from this? Perhaps the most important lesson is that we are all different, with diverse personality types and needs, and that's okay. We need to respect these differences, not judge them. For those who live for the crowd, the introspective world of an INFJ might seem alien. But remember, it's not about better or worse, right or wrong. It's about understanding and accepting our unique personalities and learning to navigate the rich tapestry of human interactions with empathy and grace. Additionally, we have individuals who are uncomfortable with introspection. INFJs, with their introspective and reflective nature, are like mirrors to the soul. They go deep into their thoughts and feelings, constantly seeking to understand themselves and their place in the world. This tendency for introspection, while a strength for the INFJ, can be unsettling for those who prefer to keep their inner world unexamined. These individuals may find the INFJ's propensity for self-reflection disconcerting, even intimidating. They may see it as an invitation to introspect themselves, a journey they are not ready or willing to take. The INFJ's introspective nature can stir up feelings of discomfort, triggering a defensive response. It's important to remember that discomfort is often a sign of growth and learning, but for those unprepared, it can be an unwelcome experience. For those who shy away from introspection, the INFJ's self-exploration could be a foreign concept. So those are the 7 types of personalities that might find INFJs challenging to understand. Embracing your INFJ self is not about fitting into a mold, but rather about recognizing your unique qualities and leveraging them for your benefit. By understanding your personality, you can navigate life with a sense of calm confidence. Remember, the more you know about yourself, the better equipped you are to lead a happier, more successful life. The world of personality types is vast and fascinating, and we encourage you to continue exploring it. This knowledge can not only help you understand yourself better, but also improve your relationships with others. And now, we have a question for you. What other personality types do you think struggle with INFJs? Comment your answers below. Don't forget to subscribe for more enlightening content and check out our free ebook about the 8 introverted MBTI personality types by the link in the description. As always, stay curious, keep seeking knowledge, and we'll see you in the next video that you can click on, right on the screen.